Abujan for your mamunyina ha na se sanso mamajo de mo ba ene ensu dwumadie su ewo MMRA NSƐM dwumadie so on original TV. In so bet my hearing on the other social media platforms, say the Facebook and so on, still on original TV Ghana. So bet my hearing also. And then so ya babashia ye be djuma ye be di MMRA ho komo abesua de. And then nkoma ye be di na say ade ye besua no efa said the attack can ye nuanum nkramofo awade ho. Na said the Mohammedan marriage. Saying the city na no ye kan customary marriage ho asem. And ye na ye be di ato aso. Na ya hwese de no nso sa awade no so hu se de MMRA de kafa ho ne se de ho asem nyina city. Ye betwe ho ba ye ba lawyer ne be di nkomo enne no ye be yi na kire na ye free nkomo di na se. Ye nkomo sisia. Esa makwa babiom say mo agebra twen ye me yetwe ho ba say de me kan ye ansa na ye ko break no na nkomo aye bedie no etiawa na wotwe se na ye tenase no ye hwe eye customary marriage na say ya wade ye wade ne fie de ya do na after an engagement no if you wade no ye hwe ho asem na ye kan ye hwe de MMRA ne kan edfa ho say eye wade mpo ampa isua de ma ye hu say e kan awade no ho isua de ma ye hu say yakase customary marriage na nkyere se bitafa che no de enya ware eno nyina ka aware no ho ampa enen so yaba behyiam biom ebedi nkomo ne nkomo aye bedie ne no ye bedi nkomo afa eye the Muslim part of marriage eye nkramofo so efamu no ma ware ya hu so mo ye se womo so ware womo de no ene customary marriage enso so ne de hia the same. And then the difference room. MMRA Chrono and the bono the casafa customary marriage no. And one casafa mo de when I say one dey different. And then you become a do most ko apemu hunu ya hwani na de be ma so kyena o kosa wade no bi mu a wa hunu de so ye and de wonti menye. And lawyer ya ne be din komo ne se de ye nyina nya no na o twe twam no. Lawyer Umar Farouk ana wone ye de ahia ne. And nanso wode ye befam wa kire de MMRA ne ka ense de MMRA no kire efa the Mohammedan marriage and na say nkramofo awade say de beka no twi mu no cancel ye makwa ba
me so
na bia boko de
nyame ado
you are looking smart in your dress.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome also. Say ye kan ye na say yetifo edi kan tie no enne say bi mani sound but say wo nso akoya kramoni de na wo say MMRA no mfoyi no na ye say wode ye befa MMRA no mu no wa kire me ye hunu enema ekoso anasa de MMRA ne ka fa nkramofo wade ho and now what you said and say last week odi afa mu fa customary marriage no but the medi kan my first question go me busa and say and no na odi kan be last week anyway the same one and answer no
the edi kan I mentioned T4 and the twice on a question now will be some they be a ni nyina ya ware under the laws and under the laws of your republic. But a difference is form. Okay. A customary marriage and say situation will last week say no. They are largely governed by your customs. And in respect of Kramufo, our area is largely governed by the Mohammedan law. And our Islamic law and as a Sharia law. And then some parts of the Ghanaian law.
I see. Now, in a very brief, what is the Mohammedan marriage? See, what come here and say we know is governed by a certain Sharia law near the other. So, what is that marriage at all?
Okay, first of all, we share a criminal for our area. Like my car initially, is largely governed by Ghana MMRA and to an extent the Sharia law, but also internationally and as historically, it emanates from Sharia law and as Islamic law. But unfortunately, Ghana Sharia law and as Mohammedan law is not really part of your MMRA. But however, because a sizable population of the republic, so the laws of the republic has allowed some form of a Mohammedan marriage and as a criminal for warrior. And so the parts of the Mohammedan laws are govern criminal for warrior. No? Those ones are allowed within the laws of the Republic, no? To the extent that they do not conflict with the laws of the Republic. Into Oshe criminal for warrior in simple terms, no, and also a contract. Just like a car last week, say customary marriage contract. In fact, the truth of the matter is say a warrior be a contract.
A warrior be a contract. And into the team gunana.
Or say
and into the team gun. Say contract be a
exactly. Into o share criminal for warrior. Essentially, no. The motive of criminal for warrior is to legitimize into the well-known Islamic scholars all over the world. They say Asaf Faizi and Mulane and a lot of those. Asaf Faizi is a well-renowned Indian barrister and an Islamic scholar who has written a lot. And so he's more or less like a reference point.
I think I've read more about him.
Oko India. But there are a lot of scholars to Oko Nigeria. There are so many scholars who have written extensively on criminal for warrior. Essentially because Oko Nigeria, largely the northern part of Nigeria.
Exactly, they are densely populated.
For them, no. Sharia law is actually part of
but there are Sharia courts.
Exactly. And so it's even a section of law some students in Nigeria, some students of the law in Nigeria focus on. Into Ushema Asaf Faizi, to him, no, or say criminal for warrior essentially, no, a contractor which objectively legitimizes a intercourse and then the procreation of children. It's essentially made to protect society and to protect humanity against fornication, adultery, and all of those vices, to mention a few. So in a nutshell, no, criminal for warrior is basically about that. But there are certain essentials about criminal for warrior. Now, we share a Muller principles were underlisted in one of his books. What he believes, and I dare say his views are internationally shared by a lot of Islamic scholars to be the essentials of criminal for warrior. Exactly. Into those ingredients, no, say nima, then Rebecca said criminal for Mohammedan marriage, has not occurred. Exactly. Into the first one, they say Barimah, or say Barimah, or Barimah promise, and I said Barimah or proposal. To a Obano say or be wari Obano.
Barimah can shop bani boss be wari.
Exactly. So or wari proposal and I say or share boss or be wari. And I say maybe somebody does it on his behalf. Exactly. Exactly.
Somebody in big man.
A bit my and papa. And I say foster father and I say bisa.
But not to be a friend and I be.
Friend can do it. And then my Obana so partners. Obana so be J2 say, oh, okay, on also per se or worry or peniso. I mean to put it simple, or peniso. Then second one proposal and then a friend is saying any acceptance, no, or say okay at the same place. And it should also occur in the presence and at the hearing of witnesses. Into OSHA International, Rebecca said it be at minimum of two witnesses, including then if you add an independent person. Normally it should be your friend the ulama. Into the next count one, then it technically about 3 witnesses. So you need a minimum of 3 witnesses. And the very reason why it's so, they say you need somebody from Barimah side and then somebody from the Obana side and then an independent, the in-betweener who's the ulama, who normally will at the end of the day, Rebecca said in Ghana, Rebecca said license malam, and I said license the person who is licensed to more or less validate the marriage or conclude the marriage at the end of the day. You need minimum of 3 people, Baku from Barimah family, Baku from Obana family, and the ulama.
Do they have to be a particular sex? Maybe I'm a member and Now ba between bem between bem.
Oh, barbets my bem. According to Mulano, Mulan say you need a minimum of two male.
Okay.
And obviously they should be sane people.
Okay. Tina say nipa me ensa no anya kura say mu mienu ye mema. Maybe so baba ko from onyahwe.
Exactly.
Okay. Then say na say ntimi nya man kwa me ensa.
But the point is say the ulama no dey also bema.
Okay.
Ulama no also bema.
Okay.
Then
the other two between a man.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
It's just technical. It's just for them to witness a awaria koso.
Now, I know I thought you say need a proposal. And the proposal na one be do what say.
The American say. Step obey proposal. Bema be proposal.
Yeah.
Now bana so ajetum.
Yeah.
Then the two no show okay at the same meeting.
Okay. Say one is dance for
exactly.
Okay.
Now omo jetum say oh asimesi so opewe and akosia so o apene
so me hwe yi another say no yakwa de say the traditional marriage no dey your friend no knocking no bibi sa wo because no no wo fa bia ba man be fa bia ba ko bi naka no na bia na na ko ba nko fo no akobi sa say bia sa o mfa ba we ma ware ya be pese can be ware no and not just for no ware no but then you come another day or a time to come and do the proper marriage. Bibi sa na okay.
No. When they nyina be so on the same day. So on the same day then your friend is procedure and na me analyze essentials no but the procedure no be to aso. To share procedure na nti once there's your friend is saying those discussions no proposal na once then at the meeting no your baby sa oba family baby sa say oh when we very similar to customary marriage.
Yeah.
Oh, I see me say on any business of almost say almost the dairy but ABI say iska this is the amount I involved. So ujituma na so ujituma. Because ujituma na ibisa bema and say oh obana say ujituma into scanner I involved. Now are you willing to go ahead with the marriage on the basis of the amount that is involved? Honestly jituma now ulama no at the end of the ulama no be kind scriptures, the Quranic scriptures, to finalize the marriage. And at the end of the day, but the ulama has to pursuant to Ghanaian law, and Ghana, MMRA, ulama also a licensed ulama. So once you read the scriptures, then at the end of the day, pursuant to Ghana, MMRA, so or say within 7 days, no, or say you register a warrior, one register a warrior, and then a warrior, crime of a warrior has not occurred.
Say okay, the audience see say ye waro ne e won kramumu say de ye kwaye de wakan ya. I was say nanso achi. Na say nanso ntam no, which is 7 days within 7 days.
Yeah, within 1 week.
I was say ye register award no court na.
They be call maybe as depending on the district or you know.
Okay.
Into be call district officer, district chief executive on the registrar. Into be call no I could register marriage no. Into
yeah bind DC.
Exactly.
And the bed register for Sawadian.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. It's 1 course 7 days in the moon. You must be a baby nurse. One said a song, but be in between 1 year, you know. Bibia okay to the moon, yeah, but if you want to be the appeared on the 8th day. Is it still not valid?
Technically, and yeah, valid, but the law is supposed to be reasonable.
All right.
What you see, the law essentially, and I say Mrano to put it in tree, allows a window. If you are not able to do so within 7 days, now Mrana has stated, you are still entitled to then file a process in court. Or you can go to court and then therefore file a process in court asking for the registration of the marriage. And in the process of filing, you have to state the reasons why one man register within the window number as stated. That's the 7 days. So once your reasons make sense to the courts, the Ghanaian courts, then they will go ahead and register it for you, and that will finalize the process of criminal warrior in Ghana. But also, me stated emphatically say the registration of criminal warrior is peculiar to Ghana. Ghana, but under the Sharia law and international law, it's not a requirement.
Oh, okay. The Yambre Muape, and as a Ghana pennas, who are in Cramumua, and now soon Temuno. I was so register our yen.
Absolutely.
One koya, not our yen in.
Absolutely.
So now you're trying to say. Before so be no, is there any stand of capacity be BBS anybody to meet and send out here what say Mario?
Okay, so to say medical kind, criminal is governed by the Mohammedan marriage. Criminal is governed by the Mohammedan law, and under the Mohammedan law, no, akola krabit ma ware as long as she attains or he attains puberty.
Hey, na puberty no ebinum de bantamo.
Yes. So under international Sharia law, Mohammedan law, if you like, you can marry once you have attained a puberty. But Obaganda Yamramwa, it doesn't allow. First one to Children's Act, you have to attain the age of 18 before you can marry.
Correct.
In Ghana, Hano, criminal for even though first one to a Sharia law, criminal for once the person has attained puberty, but it's not allowed in Ghana, so you have to attain 18 before you can engage in Mohammedan marriage.
I see. Nti na ndo say yanyamra no mu no de enkwada a wonni na sabayo a wonni fihye dum wotwe de oye kramoni mpo no a emra ne makwan so betuma ware no na mmom se wonni Ghana ha de a na wo koman foforo so a na kwala ne ni 18 kura boy fast be na Nigeria mpo na awa pedestal laws ni that no betuma wade sa kwala no once what puberty age. Okay. All right. I see. Nti no having said this, divorce me ba.
Absolutely, divorce to me ba.
Now, most more grounds in the same.
Okay, Ushema, before my backgrounds, no. Ushema, the governing principle when it comes to dissolution of criminal warrior, no, is captured in the Holy Quran.
Okay.
Ushe, one of the chapters in the Quran, one of the surahs in the Holy Quran, Yankopon, Kase, dissolution of marriage has to be done in a way that gives dignity to both parties, but specifically the woman. It has to be done in a way that gives dignity to the woman. Exactly. And I say, any coins or in any way, I bet it's a punishment to the woman. And I say, I bet indignify a lady. No? So it has to be done in a way it will dignify the woman. But we share in accordance with the hadith. Hadith near hadith aside the Quran, the Holy Quran, and the governed the way criminal live their lives. But aside the Holy Quran, it will be a friend hadith, and the hadith are collections of the saying and the statements of the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him. Into we share hadith now, you see, dissolution of criminal warrior can occur in two main ways. Whether I say Barimah in the area and I say Obama the initiative process. No, it is a Barimah na your friend a talak. Say Obama your friend hula. Inti we share in accordance with the talak process. That's in the situation where it's going to be initiated or it's going to be done by Barimah. No, then you can't just wake up and say, "Oh, me divorce." So no, a process. But unfortunately, within the Ghanaian setup, now that's like the Ghanaian society, the perception is, oh, criminal can just wake up and not dissolve marriage. No, it's a process.
Now, what the young children must see, and yaba, ya to us in your share. What maybe I would free enough ya share. What goes on the processes of getting divorced and criminal forward anything. Now you have said a bit defeated that during the beginning was said, you can just wake up and say, "What they don't want to be." Yeah, sure. Thank you very much. Enjoy your mercy. Mohammedan marriage. And I say, come for our dear, saying the city, a home rat to say, one bit my wife, one into me, Warabi. And don't go when the goose did not touch the process, and they do, baby, I very bit me a jay. And then with me, once no commodity, you could see, can be said. I am a sorry, I bet my castle Jawari. A veteran once more cafe, you be son. Since I'm on the old water, 2 and 4 near the other. Now, 4 is where I see difference. Nina, no what's right. Yes, she did. What's up line the whole screen is on the be atomo. Now, question be I want to see Bianas, be I want to see Biano. With me, now what so question in the Abba. Now, Yabusalo, I know somebody in Mukama. If you have your phone lines and see a biatum, and also a screen so. Frey, na question bi a wo na apeso obusa na agye nkyeremu de ma wo every lawyer ho no so eti agye nkyeremu de ma wo cancel yanko yanim so now we can say and no cross answer with me kase wajai wade na so na wajai so what goes into it?
Okay, so the you see the governing principle when it comes to the dissolution of criminal for our area is taken from the words of the Almighty Allah, from the Holy Quran. I would say dissolution of marriage it ought to occur in a manner that gives dignity to both parties. And it's also sorry and apana, bem also sorry and apana, what occasion wife say oh jino. So no, it doesn't give dignity to them. Exactly. But unfortunately, within the Ghanaian society, there's a perception say oh sorry I know I can talak means the marriage is dissolved. No, it's a process. Okay. There has to be initiation of the divorce.
Okay. I was say our guy na say. Exactly.
Oh, say you indicate say oh me person me ja aware no.
I no when na okache no.
Obano and then the busia for and then ebia ulama na say bisa.
Okay. And you do you have to bring them together? So from you na bansa.
No, you can even do them at different process. It's not just one event.
Okay.
And I say a day 10 no.
Yeah. So
once you do that, then Mrano, pursuant to the hadith, no, requires there should be attempts at reconciling the two. Once they will allow us some time to reconcile the two. So if attempts are made to reconcile the two, then at a point in time, no, reconcile then that's fine. But when reconcile then it gets to the final stage. Once it gets to the final stage, now, Barimah, no, so that's if the dissolution is initiated by Barimah. That Barimah then will tell the woman, that's the final stage, oh, talak, and miensa.
And what
I say, I divorce you. I divorce you. I divorce you. I divorce you. Exactly.
So katroban.
Exactly. I said, why China? Miensa. And once you do that, then pursuant to the Ghana MMRA account, the American Sharia law, Mohammedans law, but the Ghana MMRA account, then you have to go and license the dissolution of the marriage.
So, and also a bankrupt.
Exactly.
Okay.
Also co-register. First of all, also a registration of dissolution within a period of 1 month. So 1 year, then the dissolution hasn't occurred in the eyes of the Ghanaian law. That's the Ghanaian law. And on Sharia, and Ghana MMRA. But just like I indicated, in respect of the registration of Aware and Kasano, so that the law always is supposed to be reasonable. If the law gives time, say within a certain time, something should be done, and on the basis of genuine reasons, you are not able to do that now. The law gives a room. You can go to the court and make an argument and say, oh, on the basis of saying this, the time period that the law has allowed. No. So because of those reasons, allow me to register the dissolution of the marriage. So once you do that, then the process is finalized.
So worry and area one nanson and nanson terminals are no combine crater. And so and as I can say you have to register the marriage. Or sign can be said. Ni jaya no so for process movie na wu jaya and also who are bosumentum from that who can say wu jaya no who free said and bosumentum and so man to call and crater and so register jaya na was wu jaya so. And there was chance idea we. A man near Beatrice. 0550 090 702 0550 090 702 Ofra wadaroma Mr. Wara Bomodian ne low TV no boko na se pekwa mute na etieme de make bia beti wo phone so etieme na low TV no boko se be ya na busa question no na fenti mo bia wo nya bia na yentwe enfema so yento aso
mama fan count say just like our NSÄM where your car say also witnesses count. No?
Yeah.
Dissolution is also witnesses count.
The giant is also
I know, just like our no, there's got to be a rep from
and
then the middle person license ulama.
Okay.
License ulama. Until technically minimum of 3.
I see.
Exactly.
Now you're trying to say Yatiti bebre na nkramofo de ontimi ware 5 ontimi ware 4 ontimi ware bebre bi bia meti wa ko mi bi mo se o e ma no so ka be wa na se ba ko yetintin ba ko yetetia ba ko yakoko ba ko yetintum. How true is this?
Oh, share based on construction of the Holy Quran. There are several schools of thought, but I think the universally settled one is that you are allowed as the man to marry more than one.
Okay.
Up to, but last week I said in respect of customary marriage and no cap in ISO, but in respect of criminal warrior the cap also.
Okay.
That
is you would do a bit me
and that's a ceiling if you like. In respect of criminal warrior there, as Beman ultimate warrior up to 4. So at any point in time, no, you can marry up to 4, but ultimate could be on 4, no. Okay. But or bad team worry more than 1.
All right. Like, or bad team worry more than 1. But Beman we do call up to 4.
Exactly.
Now, so now you call good evening. But you didn't know your favorite. Hello. All right. I'm saying when you want to say I'm cutting, but you would my sign after beam. Young Shen is saying, and if 4 no wakan said the one year 4 no, the American person as Sana Granica said. Tuntum ba kun kokko ba kun and then titia and this with my uniform.
Absolutely.
Now is it allowed put my word in for?
Baby, say no, it will come under consanguinity.
Okay.
Just like last week about customary marriage.
Yeah, so hold on. Kola, good afternoon. Your name and where you're calling from, please.
The frame is Maya. Person make us a program.
Madam, madam. Good afternoon. Your name and where you're calling from. But your mom is a crime.
No, papa, I say Mohammedans marriage no. We are 7 days no co register.
Yeah.
Na me pacho say we na 7 days ni twum na akwa register. Obetimi akwa register na.
Say utie no kan say ehɔ no de hia na say ukoduru babi ya say akwa register no a utimi ma focus a tangible reason bibi nti a am wanti ma enanso ne ntem. Okay? And utimi kyerɛ saa de mu yi a mpo say bre na twam na say obi a ometimi age what more ni a register wale no amana yi. But are you okay? Yes,
my main nti okay. To say no can say I know so one team within 1 week no. One team register within 1 week. One team nko no the same place with district chief executive also court.
Oh, okay. So that is the difference.
That's the difference.
So within 7 days in the also called district chief executive.
Exactly.
But it's a bro so they are also court.
The lawyer and lawyer fairly processed for
okay. Enti madam afre hono tie said the watching no say announce no twam na 7 days ni twam. Na wantimi ankwa enye ba bi aseka I was nka okoro isa ware no eye district chief executive no ana abetumi akobiem say bi announce no twam mantu amanta fe na me san ba. Na emum atwam no obiso okoro isa so court. Se hono de hian say so lawyer a wonim de no betuma edi woni mayama no wakoya ne kama edi ama o manani.
Okay, mama san fan count say in respect of the situation they say so once you fail to register within the 7 days and then a reasonable period of time now one register you are not whether say you are not aware that you have to register or you are aware but due to negligence or inadvertence we intimate register it only invalidates your friend is saying criminal warrior Mohammedan marriage but it doesn't mean say our renewal it falls
with the mommy. Good afternoon, but we didn't have.
Yeah, I want to ask question about what is up. My name is Daniel from Ashama.
Your name is?
Daniel from Ashama.
Daniel, all right, much you.
Yeah, I've seen some before and I want to ask whether it is real.
Okay.
This Muslim was marrying 4 women.
Okay.
He didn't divorce, but one ran away. He went for some years and he came back with a child.
The woman came back with a child?
He came back with a child. And he's saying that the child is for the man that he was married. How far is this true?
How many years was she away?
he went away without telling the man. He ran away.
How many years? For how long?
About 2 years. He came back with the child, and the man has taken the child.
How old was that child, or is that child when she came?
The child is about 2 years.
The child was about 2 years when she came back.
Yes.
Okay. Very well. But you will definitely get an answer to that. Let's listen.
Okay.
So exactly what's the question? Is it
No, his question is that sir mawaro me no ntie me remri nan mran asom no ene mran da ho no ema kwan ma me ware na mawaro nan enan ni mbaako afre wade ni modwane ko baabi akohye baabi am me ni baabi okoye mfisha ba mienu mfisha mienu na chi na oba ye no ana wono de abasa oguta kwala no de aba akwala no ye wo na meja wo no oba. The question is say you're right to obey things kwala ne ba because say to him dey nipa na gina tuma a wono ntie that's on na kakra say nipa na gitum mo say wono better.
No, pretty much personal issue. So,
okay.
And in today's advancing technology and science, scientifically technological world, you can easily verify. By
doing DNA and everything. Okay.
I know your issue.
Well, good afternoon, but you didn't need anybody free. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Hello, but you're Tunka.
Afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Mpacho mukasa free Kumasi.
Yes, sir. Mpacho within the same.
Mpacho your friend Idris Alasa.
Mr. Alasa, Mpacho it's you. What are you?
Mpacho enyabone wa particular no o do program no. Yem say me po asempa. Me ta hwe won komodie wo YouTube no ma bebre nti no nyame hwe wo bebre mon komodie no dia mani jo na wo particular na me frɛ achia wo say me po asem.
Me that's nyame hwe.
Okay.
Enti yen san hwe ne sei wo se oba no ntimi nware foforo enka be ma no kon bitima ware mienu miensa enan.
Absolutely.
So enan no the maximum point but you decide so on call nan no community and no so nye bone bia me bone. Okay. So now say oba no fa ni ku achi a den na eno so eka. Sa odimi nkware mienu but if be oba no committee adultery fa ni ku achi na eno so ye chi no sen na eno so no esom no humra na eka.
Eno adultery. So it depends on Barimah. So you take her back or you don't. You can use it as grounds to divorce her.
Okay.
It's a straightforward issue.
I see. Enti yes, I'm going to say, can there be a time when our no our baby I want to make my null and void? Or can there be an instance between our null and void?
Say it can kind say if one of the essentials are listed and then count one, mainly a registration. It's a registration in count one. Person to Ghana MMRA the laws of the Republic. No? Once you've not registered a Mohammedan marriage as required under the law, I think law near cap 129.
Yeah.
You have to register it. If you don't do that, technically there's no criminal warrior. But it doesn't mean that there is a marriage.
Okay.
What happens is automatically it falls into customary marriage. So what you now have with your spouse is a customary marriage and not criminal warrior.
Okay. So I want to see a very good distinction now with the other two. Now that's our end
Absolutely. And also may specify in this particular case a very informal customary marriage.
Okay.
Informal.
And a very informal customary marriage because informal because they are not supposed to go under the customary marriage in this idea.
Exactly.
Okay.
No, they will look at Nemana list here as the essential requirements of informal customary marriage, i.e., they living together or cohabitating together for a reasonable period of time. They, giving birth to kids together, acquiring properties here and there together, society seeing them attending programs here and there together. And once those things exist, even though the process that they follow was supposed to be your friend is a criminal fraud process, pursuant to Mohammedans and NSÄM Sharia law, but Ghana MMRA say, after going through all of that process, you finally have to register it. And because Oman demand register, it invalidates criminal fraud there, but the essential requirements of informal customary marriage still exist. Therefore, what they have no informal customary marriage.
I see. Very well. In summary, what advice NSɛM? Obi a wahwɛ yɛn nɛ na sɛ wotie yɛn na onya ya ankoba konkremo forward mu eno bi ene bibia no. What would be your advice to them as to the steps that they should take that day and in the end so more fail so be take it?
So I think the germane one registration.
Okay.
I think say unfortunately within the republic a lot of people are not aware. Criminal and you're aware say the marriages that they do, the purported criminal marriage, they don't complete it. But they think that they have completed. To be brave for warrior and your criminal for warrior, informal customary marriage. And so our advice say if you want to do criminal for warrior, do it and do it very well by finalizing the process of registering it at the district assembly. Because district assembly, the registrar is the district chief executive himself, and they are supposed to maintain a register there. So once you go and register, then you follow up and acquire a certificate or an extract of the entry into the register. Once you have it, you've completed the process. You have a valid, legally enforceable criminal for warrior.
Abujafo, enne yesua de pa. Migiri se bia na what se me na bia na man bua na enim bere na ye hu. Wa kire me hu se nkremofo warrior no enye kwa enye se ye amalia no na ye nyina akodi ahwihuri asere asa ade ani no keke na twese awie no. O se a key thing na ye very essential na se hu hia pa. Eye se ye wi a o sa warrior no ye ko register. Na o se registration no enye wa bia keke o. I saw call fan say bia wo mini bia free kuma say bia wo asonwase a so call municipal assembly na wo mo hyase na municipal chief executive na nkasa register wade ne ma wo ofefi asama obekwa shama district municipal assembly ama municipal chief executive na nkasa ana say register wade ne ma wo na wo say ye nanso entem wo say wan nie no so we say we sontianam ebia na fie na register ya wo na fie watememe kwasi adwo bana ukwada ya wada ifiada sene na wasa wade no akonkratem wanye ne sana ma enam bi betoso a wase mutimi nko district assembly obi a wase court pala afo no mdi wonu na court omko eboa wona kodum kwa because wabu mra no so wani enanso no so but wase ade ya hu hia ba wanye ne sana wotena wa so na bu nuagu asoma wase no no wade ne yemfa no nkremofo wade bi mo ye fa no se eye wase eye informal customary marriage that is say yen nkremofo ne yakwa obi ofie but the informal part ni bi no but wo ye ne wo mo nkremofo de ni bi so wade so wade nkremofo wade tro obi mu se du bre a opese wujaye ya na wujaye no enye no wanye wa no huna na so de ko kan se magyae dabi na so wache onu ma so odi ya asa ukubo oba ne nkrofo mane na bema baako bema na chi oba na chi an independent person but also no even say ulama wono ebeba bedim amam abedim ho danse ansa na kwose na fe waka atre oba ne se majao empresa ansa na chi no ansa na watimi edi so eno no kra na enso hwa wase abosome ntem na se bosome baako ntem oko ekwa registration ya kan say ne ha ne yede say adwumade esi then so ya bisua de afa the Mohammedan marriage under the Islamic rules or laws and they say the Ghana mara no so esika no and they wasua de mesuma sua de na wo tse ne besa transfer na wo tse ne de ye bedin kuma for the ordinance marriage ho eye de mo for the wedding ekwa ya yefro no en hu nkomo de ebedie ane de hia nkofo bebre ye besram edu a jebre na tena o TV no ho na ma phone no so me ho de wo taxi bra de wo friend bra ye ba questions na no so yia no na we yesua de afia no so mu ya kan say ni na me de aseda be ma eye ahwefo a mo jebre hwe yen cameraman and technical team a agenda jetna MCR so direct ye me etimi big madi bra wo the producer some wall hunto ene lawyer na woni ebedi nkomo lawyer Umar Farouk na oje akonya na yetena se bɛkyerɛkyerɛ yɛn nneɛma a na wɔn ne mmemme yɛn nyinaa yɛn nim na yɛasua di mu baka no sɛ yɛn medin de Twum Barimah mmeransɛm dwumadie so nie na awokyerɛ no yɛbɛsan ahyia nyame nhyɛ